We started off with Desmond Ridder. According to Tony Pauline from Pro Football Network, most teams have a first-round grade on quarterback Desmond Ridder. Now, I want to ask you, gentlemen, are we buying or sell? Do we buy or sell that two quarterbacks will go in the first round? We've seen Kenny Pickett's name thrown out there with the baby hands. We've seen Malik Willis, his name be thrown out. Now Desmond Ridder. Aaron, buy or sell that two quarterbacks will go in the first round this year?
We all know this is a quarterback-driven league, and NFL teams can't help themselves. They always think that they got the franchise guy and they know who that is. But I think this year's a little bit different. It's very rare. I don't know when the last time it's happened. Maybe I should have looked that up, but I didn't. The fact of the matter is I don't think two quarterbacks are going this. I'm selling this. I think only one quarterback is going to go in the first round, and that I'll tell you his name. I think that's Malik Willis. I think everybody else falls. I think you're going to run into a situation where you're going to see teams early start to pass on these quarterbacks. And then all these other teams that, could use some addition in the quarterback room are going to say, well, we don't have to do it now. We can wait. And you're going to end up finding them waiting all the way out of the first round. I say Malik Willis goes in the first round, and I don't see any other one going. Desmond Ridder's been moving up. Kenny Pickett's a nice player. There's been talks of Matt Corral. I don't think so. I think it's going to be one. There's so much depth at wide receiver and at edge rusher, and then the offensive line that people see is such a need in the NFL. I think you're just going to end up watching a wash out of the first round. And yeah, I think it's Malik Willis, and that's it. Going out on a limb.
Kneecap Jeremy B says that he thinks that there's going to be 4 quarterbacks in this first round. That's bold. That's a lot.
I'll tell you this: if 4 quarterbacks go in the first round, the teams that are really good in the NFL are going to be even better. If these players that are skipped over by the teams that might be in need of quarterback get to fall to guys the teams that are sitting in the 20s that were in the playoffs last year, good for them. I mean, those teams are going to be ecstatic to be able to make those picks.
Yeah, if you look at how stacked this draft is with players that are not quarterbacks, it's like, can you imagine like a Olave going to like a Green Bay? I mean, we're gonna talk about Green Bay and their draft needs in just a little bit, but imagine those top tier players falling back to those Super Bowl winning teams. It'd be unbelievable. AJ, are you buying or selling this?
I'm actually buying this. Aaron, you said it. It's a quarterback driven league, and these teams can't help themselves. I think even though I think it's only 2, I don't think you're going to see 3. I don't think you're going to see 4. I agree that if that happens, it's a mistake. And the part of the reason is, despite how much smoke they'll blow, these guys do listen to an extent to some of these draft analysts and specialists out there. They're not going to put their bread and butter on what they say, but they're going to listen and take a bigger look at it. And the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of these guys who they believe do not deserve to be in the first round. So that tells them they can wait on some of these guys. I believe there will be 2. I believe it'll be Malik Willis, and I believe it's Desmond Ridder. I've had a first-round grade on Desmond Ridder for a while. I don't think he's fantastic. I don't think he's good enough.
He's Cincinnati to the national championship.
Cincinnati to the national championship. Listen, honestly,
I knew it was coming.
You should have known it was coming because I'm right. This guy, he's the guy that I think will be either traded for at the very back end or someone at the very back end of the first round will take. And the reason why is because he's probably the most experienced quarterback in this draft. He's had the 4 years. He's 3rd all-time in wins in college football with 44. He's slightly athletic. He understands how to process. And just like everybody else, he has his issues as a quarterback. If this was a quarterback heavy, no, not at all. I don't think he would. I think he'd fall down. But being where we are with these quarterbacks and the things he's shown he can do over the last 4 seasons in Cincinnati, I think he can fall at that back end of the first round. You have that 5th-year option to play with on him, and then you move forward. I think some of the other guys will fall in the 2nd and 3rd round, but I could see Desmond Ridder going at the back of the first round.
Yeah, I am buying this on the money. 2 quarterbacks going round 1. Tomorrow we'll be releasing our next edition of our mock draft Thursday, so be on the lookout for that on our social media pages. And if you just watched this video on our YouTube page, please let us know in the comments what you think. Are you buying or selling 2 quarterbacks in the first round? And please be sure to subscribe.